Good evening, my beautiful people. How are you? Oh, welcome to the BST. My name is Marbird. I'll be taking care of your intuitive needs this evening. Just clear the air, clear the space. Can you feel things? Can you see that? Can you feel the grease on the skids, right? Like things are getting a little bit smoother. Saturn is now direct. It's so exciting. The momentum is going. It's like, it feels so good. If you aren't trying to push a project, if you think this is not the holiday season to sleep on your dreams, I'm going to try and stay on track today. It'll be a lot easier now that we've gotten through that eclipse and that full moon, like all that energy. And like I said, excuse me, I have a lot of Saturn placements, so I'm very affected by Saturn, and it's called go time. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I think we've got that going pretty well. Let's go ahead. If you'd like to join me, please join me. It's just one of them days. Yeah, so how's it going? This is going to be a gossip read. Welcome to it. I've got all the cards set out. I'm going to try and not squirrel out. There are lots of messages in the rants, and if you are with me long enough, you'll notice that during full moons, or even people that I'm close to, I get so many downloads in the middle of the night. I'm like sending them like video messages, like I just got this for you, and I'm not going to remember it, and I'm not going to bother writing it down. Like I just get so down, and then all of a sudden I'm like in work mode. But that also is like working. Okay, yeah, I feel like I've got some intuitives that are maybe playing around with living on round time, living by the cycles of the moon. Like I cycle, my moon is with the moon, with the full moon. Like, unless I'm around a bunch of other females, like that's just how my body. So, it's very easy for me to kind of tell the seasons of what my body is in during the month because as a woman, we go through fall, summer, winter, fall, summer, spring in 28 days. Where other like men, they don't do that. They have it all year round, right? Like they're on the regular cycle. We have a winter, we have a summer, like that's part of our cycle. There's a fascinating TED Talk, and if I remember this, I will link it down below. It's about 20 minutes and it's life-changing for women and for men because there was a lot of things that I didn't even know about my own cycle. And then I watched that and also another video if I can remember it. But for men, life changing. If you work around women, if you want to be with women, if you want to, like, I don't know, anything with a woman, this would be a life changing 20 minutes for you to spend. Um, let's just put it that way. So, something's coming up here. Yeah, there's all this, there's a shedding, okay, we're not going to squirrel out. Let's get into the gossip read. 325, I think that's fair enough. So, we are going to do a little energy check so that you know immediately if this is your pile or not. Okay, so I'm just going to see where's my pile number one. What's the gossip on them? But I just want pile number one to know whether it's them or not that we're talking about. So where's pile number one been? Where have they been and how are they feeling? All of the good stuff. Okay, so pile number one. You may be feeling like there's stuff around you that you can't see. You don't know whether to be nervous or not. Yeah, I feel like you're on high alert. I've got a lot of duality energies here. I have the hyena, which is like, the hyena is a very like, it's a strange card. It's a strange energy. So when it's in the upright, which it came out in the upright, you're very witty, right? Hyena comes up for me as well. And I'm uncomfortable with hyena energy. Excuse me. But I carry it very well because I'm a Gemini ascendant. So there is a duality to me, right? And I'm able to kind of dance on both sides of that. And because of how I look and how I present, a lot of people underestimate me or just don't choose to see the side. Because I'm like, yeah, no, I'm super upfront. I'll let you know. And like, the Sicilian and the sweetheart, but they don't believe it until they actually experience it, right? So I do have that Jekyll and Hyde type of energy to me. And really, it's not, people say it as Jekyll and Hyde. For me, it's more of my feminine and my masculine, right? So I approach people, I'm very open, I'm receptive. you see, I let you see my inner child. You know, people are like, what does a 40-year-old do with the coloring book? And I'm like, because it makes me happy. And when I'm happy, like I magnetize things. And so like I just decided to start doing more things that make me happy. And so that's just something that I've cultivated and something I've learned. It's not something that I've always stepped into, but yeah. But if someone takes advantage of my gentle nature, my soft white underbelly that I'm showing them. By the way, that's an excellent YouTube channel. If you want to learn how to be more empathetic, go check out soft white underbelly. It's the second time it's come up this week. Very interesting. I might have to go check it out again. There might be a message there for me. But yeah, but if I show them my soft white underbelly and they take advantage of my kind nature and they take advantage and they think that they can get one over on me or that I'm naive, then all of a sudden my King of Swords comes out, right? And I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I told you I was psychic, right? I told you that I have, prophetic dreams and premonitions, right? I told you that I have all 5, 6 clears online, right? So you can't get anything past me. And so, yeah, there's definitely, if you're feeling that you're really, yeah, okay, now I'm getting this is where we're tapping into. You're feeling like you're having to play. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of strategy and playing the play, navigating. Someone is if you feel like you are navigating like underwater or something, because with this dragonfly, it's like someone's really tapping into their intuition here. Yeah, with the crow behind here. And also someone is really learning alchemy, learning their, this is air, this is earth, this is observation, this is taking on the energy, but it's also like learning how to play the social game. So yeah, I feel like there's like a magician that didn't know they were a magician or something like that. I am actually getting a very masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, but someone that is sitting in their masculine energy, which is, yeah. Okay, so if we're there and someone that's like, I know I'm good looking and I know that I'm wily and I know I'm good on my feet and I know how to watch people. Oh, yeah. Also with this dragonfly, it's like, you're not flying blind. I retract to that. I was like, even though you don't know what's going on, you're playing dumb. That's why rabbit is in. Oh, there's another card. Spider. Oh, yeah. You don't know who to trust in your circle. I didn't even know that. Yeah. Someone is like laying in wait, using all of their wily, like I'm getting wily coyote energy off of here, observing things, using their charms, using their charisma, using their wit. That's what hyena does. They bring a lighter energy. They make things funny to make things kind of like, make things easier for people to, yeah, they're just a really great energy. But yeah, no, I'm here. Then these two came out. It's like whether to be nervous on high alert or not, right? This is very horizontal. And this was underneath it, because spider is all about networking, right? It's all about this chakra, everything lining up. Someone's like realizing that the people around them, so they're being very, very careful, very watchful, very neutral, observing, using their tools. The alchemy in here is like, oh my goodness, someone might have like a serious Gemini placement. Doesn't have to be, or Virgo, the Hermit. But there is a very high intellect. Yeah, I'm getting like someone's starting to like really take in all of the information that's coming around them and processing it and connecting dots like at a very, very high level. Yeah, there is definitely, but someone is also playing dumb to the people around them. They're not letting everybody know. They're not this is like a post poker master. Take that as confirmation. Very sexy. Someone is really alchemizing. Yeah, like with the stingray here on the bottom, they know that there's people lying in wait. These cards just want to talk, right? With stingray, it's like everything, again, alignment, chakra alignment. It's connecting the dots. It's like, oh, and then this to that, to that, to that. And I can maybe schmooze this or say that or whatever. It's like someone's just learning. It's like they've always done it, but yeah, take that as confirmation. They've always done it, but now I'm getting like this Gandalfy, right? Energy where it's connecting the dots and the alchemy, and it's the magician. It's magician. It's straight magician, high priest energy, because it is moving things. It's not as a high priestess. I get information and I use the information. I receive it, with the magician, right? Because it's the masculine energy. They're actually moving. Someone's actively manifesting, and they're finally figuring out how to do it. Someone's finally figuring out that thoughts become things. Wow, that's intense. All right. So what's the gossip? If that feels like you, 6 minutes in, okay, they had me, I put these in this is the big deck for, yeah, this is a really big energy. Oh gosh, I think I got this energy, might have been a month ago or whatever. There was an energy there was a masculine, like high priesty energy that was coming through. And I just felt that. Feels like October. Someone is moving in silence. Again, yeah, playing dumb with someone is moving in silence. Silent card, crow. Silent card because other people are being silent. Playing dumb, right? Hyena, looking at both sides of things, right? Whether to be nervous or not, not saying much, right? With the rabbit, like keeping their ears open. Though this is the most sensitive, but also victim laden like card in this deck. There's a lot of releasing of negative energy. Again, just the synergistic, like who do I work with, who do I not? Someone is finally like on high alert and using all of their senses, right, to see who gets to be in their life and who doesn't, who gets their energy, right? This is, okay, what's the gossip? Someone is changing. People can feel it. Yeah, so I'm like, now let's grab some. I'm like, oh, I want the dude deck. My Ciro Marchetti, the Legacy deck. The two decks that I'm working with is the Kim Kranz Wild Unknown Animal Oracle, and then Kim Kranz the Archetype deck, which is just it's a heavy hitter. It really is. It's a sexy deck if you really want to get like that subconscious. Because tarot speaks in archetypes, but the archetype deck like speaks in archetype. I don't know how to. Okay, tell me more about. Clarify the vow in reverse, please. Ooh, Temperance in reverse. Oh. With the Ace of Swords on the bottom. Someone knows the truth. Well, all of a sudden I want to start singing like a gospel. I don't know. Did somebody just go to church? I do. I feel like, can I get an amen? Woo! I haven't been to like a predominantly urban church in a very long time, and I just got some praise hands there. We've got Temperance. What's not working? What's out of balance? Who's out of balance? Who's bringing the effery to their life? This is the vow. And then I got Three of Swords. This is powerful stuff. Yeah, the gossip is, I think somebody's doing like a clean sweep. Somebody got the memo. Someone understood the assignment when Daddy Saturn was like, is it working for you? And they're like I say, anybody that knows me, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And they were like, hell no. Why do I say that? Why? Because I got an Eight of Swords out of my head, no longer no longer have the blindfold, right? The Eight of Swords the card is all about somebody thinks they're stuck, but they can actually get through. Like they're not really tied. It's like the elephant that gets staked at the circus, and then they take the stake and the rope away, and the elephant just stays there thinking that it's still staked and it could just run away and run over and trample everybody, but it just lays there for years because it fought it so much that it just laid down and said, okay, I'll never try that again. Yeah, no, I'm getting rampage energy. I'm getting savage, not even like villain. I'm getting savage, cut off. Somebody might have like a latent Aquarian where they just like take out their sword and like, I'm gonna go run and do it myself. I'm gonna do whatever I want because I got this Three of Swords. Somebody is over it. This isn't like, oh, this is gonna suck. But the Three of Swords in the upright, this is the Three of Swords in reverse. I've already healed from this. Somebody got, I feel like somebody's latent gifts, like they might have stopped doing something or like stopped eating something or stopped drinking something or stopped smoking something, or just stopped taking something, right? Like my gifts did not start coming up until I had a pregnancy, right? And everything was out of my system. That's when I was like, why am I smelling memories? Why am I feeling people's eyes? Why do I know that they hate me, even though I can't see it in their eyes? And my Dr. Seuss just keeps coming up. Okay, I'm like, note to self. That might be the mediumship is crazy. Anyways, yeah. Getting a lot of illustrators. It's very interesting. Speaking of, Snoopy was in the house. Yes, and my grown woman with an animal. What do you call them? Stuffed animal. Yes, I haven't had one because I've been moving so much and constantly. Like this doesn't make sense to travel with. A blanket does, but my goodness, this makes my day, right? Because I can't have a real puppy anymore. Not yet. Anyways, all right. Don't squirrel out. Somebody knows the truth. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. What do they know the truth of? Who they don't want to invest with the Eight of Cups, who they're willing to emotionally walk away from because something was revealed to them. They finally put they got out of there. They've been stabbed in the back. They've been like Five of Cups in this hangman energy. All these fives, finally a tower came down with the judgment. Yeah, no, and this person is genuine. This, whoever I'm talking to, pile number one, you are a good ass person, right? And you got a little stuck and you're finally like out the gate and everybody's talking about it. All right, that was a good 10-minute read. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Pile number two. Pile number two. We're just going to do a little, y'all remember this last summer? We're going to do a little of this spray. There's a little moon water in here too. Because I don't feel like lighting that up every single pile. All right. Pile number two. Let's get into your energy. Let's go ahead and do an energy check. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm already feeling like very streamlined. Whew. Pile number two. Someone's in flow. What's the gossip on my pile number two? Are we still on? Are we still on? I don't know. Pile number two. Why did I get all like weird and be like in why did I get all cute? Are we still on? Pile number two. Ooh, the cards just, yeah, I'm like, someone's really in alignment. My cards just like shuffled all sexy. They were like, pile number two. What's the gossip? Okay, where's pile number two at? Here, let's do this quick energy check. Oh, yes. Yes, pile number two. Golden egg with the fish. This is manifestation, right? This is on the verge. This is floating downstream. If you feel like you've been like, what is going on? Check your chart because you probably have a very significant Saturn placement. Okay. And with Saturn going back station direct, and you might also have like a Capricorn or an Aquarian placement that you've kind of been getting rocked the past 5 years, like me. Like I had, my Aquarius celibate for 3.5 years, right? Because Saturn was in Aquarius, which is my love sign, my Venus, right? So they were like, yep, nothing for you. Like, you gonna figure this out? We're gonna give you plenty of time to do it during a pandemic. So that was pretty easy. I mean, it was kind of easy to go solo, dolo, but it's not about me. Let's not. But so okay, I'm getting some people that might be on their celibacy journey, and I absolutely support it. I also absolutely support having a healthy, intimate, physical, delicious life as well. And there's reasons and purposes, seasons and reasons and all the other stuff. But I feel like someone, regardless of whether you're abstaining or transitioning, I'm getting also that. I'm getting, there might be some celibacy because there are some people that are transitioning and trying to like figure out, I'm getting like this masculine, feminine, like, where do I stand? What do I have to offer? Type of thing. But like, if you feel like you're in this energy shark in reverse, yeah, you might have also gone through a lot of healing work. I think you've eliminated the people in your life that were coming after you. I feel like they don't have any access to you. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. With the fish in reverse. Yeah, you were like, because the fish is all about, it's like, it talks about abundance. It's about the fisherman. It's going downstream. It's like easy breezy. It's like, take it as it comes. It's like, but that's manifestation, right? It's like, if you see it, this is one of my favorite phrases, and I hadn't thought about it in a long time, but I have a new neighbor, and whenever I'm a medical medium, so I pick up people's energy and their mental states and all this other stuff. But his mantra, and I was like, gosh, this is one of my mantras when I was in real estate, right? And it's work like a hunter. And I had this written down all over my office. I even had a painting of it. Work like a hunter, but think like a farmer, right? And that's this energy where you, like, if you see it in front of you, you're going to kill it. You're going to take that opportunity. But you also know how to work the long game, right? There is but and you don't have to do it by stepping on people's feet, but you also recognize the sharks and you neutralize them. I feel like like I'm getting like someone like punching the shark in the nose, and like, no, don't even dare. It's coming like dun dun, and you're like, how dare you? I can just punch you in the nose or poke you in the eye, right? You're like, I don't think so. Yeah, your boundaries are like, yeah, that's the thing, is like, that's how you're manifesting so much. Pile number 2 is that you're like in flow, but you're willing to like get out of my flow. Like you're not letting people interrupt your flow. That's it. You're not letting them in the river. You're like, I'm getting like tubing down the river, and they're like trying to like get it on you, and you're like, hell no. You push off of them and like go take a rapid, and then you're like chilling, splash, and then if somebody else wants to come in with their tube, and you're like, pew pew, like, yeah, no, oh my gosh, yeah, no. I say pew 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 pew. I am not naive. This is not my first rodeo. Okay, if that feels like you're feeling really good. If you feel like I think about something and it shows up like a day and a half later, like, yeah, you're in flow. It's good. It's the good stuff. And so is this. I had to give it up for 2 years, and I still drink it very few and far between, but I love my beer. And I was drinking IPAs before IPAs were cool. Okay, what's the next deck? All right. Oh, this is a very dreamy. Oh yeah, it should this sounds. I'm not getting a specific gender. This can be typically a very what people would say feminine deck, but I don't think so. It's more of an artistic. I like it. It's like a neutral deck for me because so yeah, I'm not getting any specific. I'm getting someone who's very I was gonna say comfortable but practiced in their masculine feminine. That's why I was picking up on a little like you might be trans or transitioning or maybe dabbling in hormones. I'm also getting like microdosing too. That's really interesting. I think some people are really getting into, excuse me, yeah, releasing a lot of negativity, going down alternative routes. I don't even like saying alternative routes. Why should cannabis therapy or anything, psilocybin, all of these things that can help people, that like people, like our veterans, people that have, our elderly, people that have served our country, and like, why would we not try and get the best care and with the least amount of side effects, with the best amount of, because somebody said it was the devil's lettuce like 100 years ago, and like it's a gateway. I mean, everything is a gateway, right? Church can be a gateway to, I don't know, I'm like, oh, let me not go there. I was about to trying to pile number 2. Yeah, you were keeping your peace. Did you see me? You just made me woosah like a lot quicker, because I was just like, people are trying to rile you up. Lighting, I'm getting that lighting little fires, but here I don't even think it's there's like they want to just interrupt your concentration. And then if you like put up a wall or a boundary with them, then they take their energy away, and then you're like, oh, right on, I've got a lot of concentration. But then they get angry because you didn't chase them. Pile number 2, yeah, I'm getting down this very so I did my Vedic chart, and I've been interested, but I finally like did that. I was like, I did my Vedic chart, and I realized I have like in Vedic like 3 Scorpio and 3 Leo. I'm like, that explains a lot. Placements, right? The detective in me, right? And it's like very, yeah, like I'm getting real quiet in your energy. Is this? I don't know if this is necessarily my high priestess. I feel like there's high priestesses in here, but I don't think it's solo dolo high priestess. It's people that are very, this eclipse might have really, I know it took several things, vices, just thought patterns. Vices don't have to necessarily be something like smokable or wearable or doable or whatever. It can be negative thought patterns, right? the things that our parents, money doesn't grow on trees, that we say to ourselves over and over and over. This was definitely like a very neurodivergent. You see how quiet I am? I said, I was going to say, I didn't mean to. Okay, so someone here, this is definitely a pile that, and maybe you know it or you don't know, but that is neurodivergent. And that can be ADHD, that you could be on the spectrum. You could just be HSP. There's all sorts of stuff. And then when you do have psychic or empathic or intuitive ability, all that stuff is just all meshed in there. So I feel like, again, was this pile 2 last time that I needed to give a little psychic nurturing? Let's get into this pile. What's the gossip on my pile number 2? Yeah, you got a lot of incoming energy. I feel like I'm definitely working with someone here that is starting to really tap into maybe channeling. Maybe, I think again this came up this last reading of someone who's starting to like feel the energy, and then maybe all of a sudden you're gassed out, right? And you're like, why do I have to sleep? For people that haven't, I was gonna say people are saying that you're unhealed. No, they're projecting. There's a lot of people that are really, really the gossip on you is, I'm getting butthurt. I'm so sorry. Very unhealed people right now that are really wagging their tongues about you. Okay, I'm like, let's get into this. Yeah, I think you called some people out and not happy about it. They don't know how they can come back because it's like, this is the healing card in reverse. Isn't such a beautiful card? She's so beautiful, but it's like, even when she's in the upright, she's a little hesitant, right, in her stance. And then you have it here. It's like they don't know if they can come back from what they did, and they don't. It's like they know that but no, it's not been said. You may have expressed it some way, or they can feel it, or I don't know. Take that as confirmation. You might have I don't know, but somebody, people are. Queen of Air came out in the horizontal. They don't know what you know, and you're not saying anything. Very high priestess, the star and the Queen of Air. Clarity. It's not that you're not clear. You're not. It's not that you are not clear. It's that they aren't clear on how clear you are. Right? Yeah. Two cups here in reverse. I think people are really feeling the consequences of their actions. I don't know if these are people that have ever had anybody like call them out on their, pile number 2. Yeah, all of a sudden you see me, like you see my verbal language. I'm pulling my lips back. I'm saying less. It's like the less you say, the more. If you can't feel it, the second time it's come up, can't feel it in the whisper, you hear it in the shout. Ooh, 10 of Wands. They don't know if it's over with you or not. They don't know if you're willing to walk away or not. They don't know if they're willing to, if you're going to give them access to you or not. They don't know. They see you as this bright, shining star, right? Like something that's got all of these gifts, all of these things to offer. I am getting like this, like a little bit of a gimme, a grab me vibe. Like people are like, are they going to be willing to give to me? Am I going to be able to get things off of them anymore? Take that as comfort. Ooh, I was going to say confirmation as conversation. Yeah, there are, and I feel like it's more than one person that is that are wanting to see. They don't know where they stand with you, but what do they really want? Now I'm like, what's the gossip? I'm like, what do they really want? Okay, so they want to apologize. They want to move forward with you, and they don't want anybody else involved. Is that right? No, I'm going to clarify that. 3 Earth. Yeah. No, this is a very it's like people want this with you. People want to apologize. Yeah, okay. People want to apologize because you're not working with them. I'm like, let me read this how I read regular tarot. It's just sometimes with this particular deck, like the artwork just puts me off. Like I'm getting like 3 different people and we're just not there. That's not this pick a card. They're like, yes, it is. Where are we at? 3 of fire. You are moving. You've got traction. People want to apologize. It's like you're this big energy and they feel really small saying because they did something really small. It's either they kicked you out or made you feel some kind of way or well, okay. I know they made you feel some kind of way. They could have, like when I said, conversations, like might have been gossiping around you or trying to skew the narrative about you or try and there's that word again, ingratiate, like make people believe like they're the person that's like responsible for your success type of energy. Like I'm definitely getting someone that's like playing the fence here and you decided not to play anymore and they want to come in with an apology, but it's really because they see that you're going somewhere. It's like they might have like had this take that like this pity party, like they were like saving you from something. Like I'm getting like this Captain Save a Ho, Save a Joe energy, right? And it's like this pity party, like but you're not a poor me, right? You're not. And I think people are starting to see that. And I don't think that it's like I feel like a veil is being lifted off of people. Clarify. Can you give me more information and then we'll get out of this energy? Because I just like it's like I feel like people are all of a sudden like, well, if they leave my life, like, what is that going to mean for me? Right? It's not because they want to get to know you or they like you more. It's like, what do they get out of it? What's the gossip about? Yeah, clarify more of this gossip. Yeah, messenger of fire. Page of wands. Look at her. She's like, you can't have any of my birthday candles. You have clocked them. I see who you are. I know who you are. You can't have any more of my. You might have a significant Virgo placement because this Virgo love juice keeps coming up. Because Virgo is acts of service. I have so many Virgo placements, right? And this is what I had to learn is I was like, I love you. I want to give to you. I will nurture you. I will cook for you. I will help you with your homework. I will do all the things. No mas. That is my nature, but I had to learn to say you can't have my birthday candles unless you reciprocate. And it doesn't have to be this weird transaction. It just has to be with your loyalty, right? Your actual loyalty. It's not like what you're bringing to the table or what we're doing in exchange. It's like being a good friend, being a good person, being a good part. Like why? Yeah, I feel like you're like. Do you see? You are there. You are so this. You are an emotional. You might want to go watch it. Look at it. You are an emotional wizard right now because you have all of this inside of you, but you're not saying this is high priestess energy, right? You don't have to say anything. You don't have to. Why? Because their validation means nothing to you. You're going to keep going no matter what. You don't put yourself in situations that you may trust people with some information about you, right? But you're going to see you're going to see what they do with it before you actually trust them or maybe even give them something that's accurate. Yeah, no, I've got high priest, yeah. Again, this is like the feminine, it's like the other energy. It's like the opposite energy of pile number one. Like your masculine, you might want to watch both of them. Sure, I want the watch time hours, but I'm actually possibly picking up on someone like this is your masculine sign this year because this was felt a little bit more effeminate. It was more binary or non-binary in the beginning. I don't know if I'm using all the words right. Like it could go for anybody, and it could. That's what I'm saying. Is like it's somebody who like really is able to ride and straddle in between energy of so someone that would be transitioning or going through something like that would know that maybe much more than someone who was cisborn or something like that. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering the language. This is the first time in my channel that I've been guided with my candles. Actually, my candles are up, and I'll have a little link in the bottom. But I do have a non-binary attraction candle because some people don't care. They're pan or they're demi, so much such as myself. And I'm like, I don't care. It's about the person. And if I am attracted to them on the outside, it doesn't really matter what the plumbing is. It's just their style, their swag, whatever it is, but it's got to be the whole package. Really, really intense energy here. Really, really awesome. I'm glad. I'm like, I'm just gonna put the cards in front of me so the squirrel doesn't go down the tree. Okay, pile number 3. I'm smiling a lot. I'm like, engage dimples. What is okay? So pile number 3. Let's go ahead and do an energy check on you and just see where you're at. I feel like it's gonna be like I feel like this is easy breezy. Pardon me. Yes, I am drinking club soda and beer at the same time. I do, but it does. It's like literally the timing of this stuff is crazy to me. So I feel like you've already like gone through a lot of energies. You've moved through a lot of heavy energies. I'm getting like this balloon feeling. Like, it's very strange, but I'm also getting like someone might have like a heart balloon or something like this is very specific, but like there's like a heart or like it's like a atriartal something. I'm like getting my Grey's Anatomy on here or whatever, but that might be very specific if you don't think this is you. But if you have like a heart balloon, something has to do with an artery or whatever, this is definitely the reading for you. I'm getting a like a heart valve. That's wow, that. I'm like, I wonder if it's the neighbor. He's an older gentleman. I'm like, please, I don't want anybody's angina. Pile number 3. See that lighthearted energy? Yeah, the swan. I'm like, hello. You feel like I'm getting this like moving up in the swan. Yeah, yeah. It's not duck, right? Because duck is like ducks. They're still smooth on the surface, but they're like, and so is the swan. But the swan does it just like a little hotter, a little slower. It's like, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, and it's like, but I'm getting a lot of shit done. It's like, oh, this came up the other day. It's mullet. It's business in the front and party in the back, but it's kind of like the opposite. It's like party up top, but business under the. I don't know where I'm going with this. Cobra, yeah. Ooh, you were so. I'm getting this like you were just in tune. Like, what does the cobra do? Like it like mimics like a cobra. I don't know. Who are the people that do the cobra thingies? I don't know. And I don't want to be racist. I don't know what's like appropriate or not. But there is, the cobra is also the teacher, but it learns, it mimics, it's very seductive, it's fire, it's very intuitive, it's very like, yeah, if you're feeling like this, like, not just in the flow, like the other time it was like, I think it was pile 2 that was like in the channel flow. Like, this is very like in the body. Might be doing edibles. I know I am. Oh my gosh, with oyster. Yeah, like, woo. I'm like, oh, you are my panty dropper. Sorry. If I wasn't talking to the high priestess at the last pile, I most certainly am. And I still have a high priestess pile to go, but this is like divine feminine with just like a splash of masculine because you do have that cobra in the middle. But this is like, yeah, oh, okay. All right, there it is. I'm like, it's already getting very sexual. My root and sacral is on fire right now. Like, there's, okay, what you, oh, this is the pile. I keep saying, like, I think you're in heat because everybody's after you. This is total, but this is a whole nother level. Like, I think you actually are ovulating. Okay. I'm like getting so, no, oh, it's suitor, it's other people. Okay, it's other people. It's like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. What's the gossip on you? You are in fuego. Or on fuego. Mm. I think you were catching people's eye that you didn't even catch before. Or no, it's not even. You always catch people's eye. I think you were attracting people that have never been attracted to someone like of your race or color or hair texture or car you drive, whatever it is. There are people that are like, what is going on? I'm just getting really. Oh, it keeps coming up. Oh, no donkey laugh right now. I'm getting fish in a barrel. This reference keeps coming up. Like, just like, I mean, this is a person that's like, oh, you don't like me? Okay, next. Oh, yeah, that's that same energy. It's come up. Is that right? A lot of people really don't feel, oh yeah, they feel all over the place. These are really big energies because they know you're about to hatch. I'm like, yeah, there's this energy. You might have a lot of people, like if you're dating, if you're single, because I don't know what it's like to be with a regular person. Like not these days. I'm not gonna divine from that point of view that I have, like someone, you know what I mean? Like a long term committed relationship. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is what your husband thinks about you. But I can damn sure tell you what the single people think about you. Pardon me. Damn sure tell you what the DMs are looking like. You might have people that reach out and then like, you know, you might give them the litmus test. You might be like, yeah, I'm like cute and pretty and this, that, and the other. And then you tell them what you do. And you're like, I'm an attorney or I'm a this, or I like with me, I'm a psychic, I'm an investigator, I'm all these things, right? YouTuber, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I may be new and all that other stuff, but this stuff is rolling. It's not like I want to be, like it's going, right? I'm at 3 of Wands, like shit's getting traction. And the people that cannot stand it or freaks them out, they self-sabotage, they like self-eliminate. So yeah, I'm definitely getting this energy because like and here's the thing is I think people, when people, because you are, I can tell you like you're super, you got like somebody's got like a Libra, Aquarius, or like, and it's, oh, you're big three ascendant, but I'm thinking more of an ascendant or a moon, but I'm thinking more of an ascendant because the way you think, I'm like already, I'm like, and you might be a feminine too, right? Like you might think like a dude, but like really present very feminine. Like people, you know, I wasn't always like this. I was a restaurant manager, right? Like I was like hanging out with dudes and like, right? Like dude, like had to be, right? Had to walk around like I own the place, right? And now I'm like, y'all can do it. You can have that, you know, that corporate life. Go ahead, go for it. I'm gonna stay pantsless in a tank top all day long while I work on my laptop. Um, so we have this octopus. So I think when people first meet you, they think just you're like all over the place and like you have like no boundaries, or like maybe you're like really like into drama and all this other stuff. And then they realize that you're the golden egg, right? And you know that you're the golden egg and you suffer no fools. I've heard that come up a couple times. So yeah, okay, we're in your energy. If this is what you feel, it's good stuff. All right, I do. I feel like, gosh, I feel like you're such in your masculine, like this, like soft. It's like, yeah, it's the mommy dommy. You've come up and take that as confirmation. It's the mommy dommy. Why are we getting the moon? Because we need it. Okay. There's so much energy surrounding you. You are, it might be also something in your chart, but I'm getting like this flush from you, like this fire. You might have had like a recent Kundalini energy. Like I just get, there is a lot of creative, but creativity comes from the same, right, sexual heat here. And I feel like it is from other people, but now I'm getting it. I feel like somebody's transmuting. This might be the person. I want to watch what was it, the last one? This might be someone. Yeah. Ooh. Now that's what I'm getting. I'm like, that's what it is. Someone is celibate here. Someone's been celibate for a hot minute, and they're realizing how to harness that energy and use it for their creativity, because it's just sitting here like I feel like my womb is about to light up. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be a feminine. It could be a masculine, because it could be your interesting side note, prostate. Like somebody might be discovering their prostate or being more comfortable with it or something like that, or being more interested in, and I'm not trying to get any team plus, but it's like more that inner, it's internal, it's like, yeah, somebody's letting it, people are letting go. Somebody's sacral and root, somebody's starting to feel safe. People are starting to feel safe around you. Oh, interesting. And you are starting to feel safe around other people. But I feel it's because you trust yourself, right? I don't know if necessarily you trust other people, but I feel like you trust yourself to know whether you can trust other people. That's what it is. It's self. That's the root. That's the like, okay, somebody's finally starting to trust themselves. This is where someone really steps into their psychic abilities. I know what I know, and nobody can gaslight me into thinking anything else. I don't know what pile this is. What's the gossip? Let's find out. Sexy, sexy, sexy. This is very, very intense. I got some intense ass people watching me. I'm like, please drop it down below, like what your, like, I want to interview some of y'all. Like seriously, like I want to know, because there's so much psychic drama. People are experiencing a lot of there's the word, Word of the month uptick, but I thought that was October. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah, no, your commitment to yourself. You can only maintain this energy by, okay, I'm also, yeah, getting that, kicking people out of your, nobody will disturb my peace. I'm like, let's do this one. Let's get some tarot. I'm like, what's the gossip? It's so good. It's so juicy. I'm feeling juicy. My body feels juicy in your energy, honestly. Oh, this is a good one. Really good. Clarify your commitment. This being first quarter moon. This might be coming in very soon for you. If you're not here yet, but you're resonating with this. Yeah, after coming out of a period of Five of Pentacles, right? And I feel like this is with other people. Like someone's coming out of hermit mode. Oh yeah. With the Eight of Wands and the Four of Cups, somebody is very quickly coming out of feeling bored or not seeing what's around them or apathetic. Like the I'm getting the energy is, let's see what's on the bottom here. Oh my god, it cannot be. The energy is gaining momentum. I'm like, I feel that fucking card. So the energy is gaining momentum. I can't make that shit. Oh my god. Sorry, just like it's getting so crazy right now. Just all of the things. All of the things. Upgrade, right? I had to sleep like 13 hours today, right? But all of the things. What's the gossip? On my pile number 3. Are we still on? We are still. That puppy's still on. 4 of Wands. You are not investing Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You are not investing in anyone who is not investing in you. You are investing in your 4 of Wands. What? Your foundation. Your foundation. Why are people so pressed? Like all of a sudden I just wanted to, like the energy. Yeah, it's like out in the cold, right? Pentacles, money, right? All of a sudden something comes in that gets you out of this 4 of Cups. It's like you see something. Something has been in front of you the entire time. And you're like, I don't really, like, I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to look at everything that I've done that hasn't worked out. And they're like, just do it. Try something new. And you're like, you know what I'm going to? You know what it's going to bring? It's going to bring you stability. Your commitment to yourself. Oh, these 2 cards with this purple, this is Crown. This is also someone I really feel like is really tapping into their like third eye, crown chakra. Maybe it's the first time it's coming up, but like someone, yeah. I feel like there was like an opportunity that almost could have been passed by someone. And it's like the universe is like, this is the fastest card in the deck, other than like the Chariot. But Chariot can bring like momentum. This is like just sheer, yeah. And it's like, you're not seeing something. You're not seeing something. It's going to keep you out in the cold. We got the 4 Wands. It's going to give you stability. It's going to give you everything that you need. It's like, you won't need anybody else. You won't have to go outside of yourself. You may not have to like go 3 of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be as celebrated. This is, and it just might be something that's a little more like maybe you have to drive down the road a little longer, or maybe you do have to join the military. That's coming in through really weird. Or maybe you have to move away from home. Maybe you have to apply for a college, or even like with me, like when I didn't get the Delta interview the first time, I went to a regional airline, and then I ended up getting Delta, and I wish I had stayed at the regional once I had experienced both. If you're interested in becoming a flight attendant, I do offer consulting services, so please just let me know. You can contact me. My link tree is in the bottom. Okay. So side note, I'm like, yeah, I definitely got adventurers here. So what's a little bit more, pardon, on this temperance, imbalance. What's imbalanced? Other people are imbalanced. Ooh, people are hot to trot. Yeah. Hot to trot. Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the 10 of Cups. They thought that you were going to be the long haul, right? But they thought they could bring imbalance in your life. They thought that they could. These are people that thought that they got close enough to you that they could control your not like a little, I'm going to control it, but disrupt your peace, disrupt your momentum, disrupt your right with like, all, and now I'm getting that fire starting energy. Like there's always something going on, or there's always like that is something, right? These are people that want to keep their hands and their energy on you on the daily, right? To make sure that they're spinning you out in order to keep you from moving forward and doing what you need to do. This is, I've got two Ten of Cups cards in this energy, and I've got the Ten of Cups, the one that's like colored in versus the one that's the full flavor, with the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you know that they're trying to sell you some kind of like something down the dream, like it'll be the Ten of Cups, it's amazing, we'll be best friends, or we'll be best lovers, or we'll be all this other stuff. But really what they're trying to do is trying to hitch themselves to your wagon, because they see you're going somewhere that they don't feel that they can achieve themselves, and they feel the only way that they can do it is if they attach themselves to you, but also make you indebted to them. It's a very uncomfortable situation, and I feel like you have already like clocked this. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you're no longer going to get my good. You're no, this might be that good Virgo energy. And I mean, you could be Capricorn or Taurus, but I'm definitely getting someone, it doesn't matter, in a very earthly manner, that is like taking their yoke, their oxen, their whatever, and they are slowly but surely moving it away from anyone or anything that tries to hinder their foundation. Four of Wands. You want to try and take me down the garden path and get me distracted, or get me all hyped up into your story, or try and take my shifts, or whatever it is, or jack the prices up, whatever it is, or just even like let the dogs out next door when you know I have company. Like, people want to disturb your peace. Why? Because they are uncomfortable that you are peaceful. They are comfortable that they know that when you're in peace, that you are manifesting, that you're doing things that they don't feel that they can do for themselves. And so the only way they feel they can get ahead of you is to try and put you underneath their boot. Yeah, you definitely have some people around you that are very, very interested, in your pockets. I'm getting pocket watching, but wanting to know like what's in your pocket and how they can stomp on it. They may appear like they want to put more in your pocket, but they want to have enough control so that like if they can take it away, right, they can affect your mood, they can affect your, oh, I just heard discretion. Might be people who really like, these might be like old friends that just like really want you to like party with them a lot and like just get you in trouble and kind of keep you, and like, I know what you did last summer, like guilty, kind of conscious. Like, yeah, no, there's definitely some people. I'm getting plot twists, because you are gaining momentum and people can feel it and they can't stand it. All right, Piler, let's get out of that. I'm done with that. I don't like it. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes open. This is why we do gossip reads. They're like, get out of that moon energy. Yeah, people, illusions. That's why we had that moon. People are trying to create illusions for you. But like song and dance. I'm getting now like that at the rodeo, the clown with it. This came up in another reading, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, with the red flag on their pants, trying to get you to see something else, but also lighting the little fires. But they realize, like, if you are, I did get that channeling of someone with the hose. People were lighting little fires, or like back in the day where you like put dog poop in a brown bag and then set on fire on somebody's door stoop, and then they stomp all over it and they get poop on their shoes. I feel like people have been doing that to you, and you just kind of been said, yeah, I did get that. I wrote it down, that channeling. And I got like this like old lawn Florida lady with like a cigarette hanging out of their mouth and like a moo robe, like with the lawn, like just like spraying water like on all of the like piles of poop that were on fire. So now people are going to try and very more subtly try and just get your attention and get you to scroll out, kind of like a dog that just came up the other day. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like the synchronization. It's so, Saturn, I love you so much. I love you, Daddy Saturn. Thank you for going forward. It's the I lost it. Wasn't supposed to share it with you, apparently. Heard. I'm like, pile number 4. You got the fairies. I don't think all of these need to be 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, ooh, I'm gonna somebody's like in a hurry. Who's in a hurry? Pile number 4. Why are you in a hurry? I'm getting a mad rabbit. I'm late for a very important date. Pile number 4. What's the God? Well, what energy? Well, yeah, I see the energy that you're in. I feel like, yeah, no, it's like you feel like a deadline missing. Yeah, not miss. Oh, I was trying to find. Okay, let's tap into that. Ooh, butterfly, black egg. Very interesting. So I'm going with a major spiritual awakening here. Not gonna lie. You might be experiencing a lot of different sensations in your body, not feeling like you talk to anybody about it. But like, yeah, like, I mean, if the butterfly was going to be with any other card, it would want to be with the black egg. Swan universe, you may not be giving a lot of people your energy, but if you definitely feel like you're going through a transformation, like one day woke up on the other side of the bed and was like, what is going on? Yeah, this would be your pile. They're like, we don't even have to get, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yeah, with the snake, I'm getting undone. Like, it's like something from your past or some type of, yeah, take that, oh my gosh, patterning or something from your past is like being undone. It's like this belief system or something maybe that you believed about yourself, or like that you took fault for or something like that. It's like you've been released from it, and like the releasing of that is causing this transformation, and you're like, I'm not a I'm getting all these horrible things that somebody's called themselves, which I've definitely been there, right? Like, I've definitely had to go through my dark night where I had to really come to terms of like what I'd done in my past. And people don't know like my issues with addiction and mental health and abusive parents and abusive marriages and abusive friends, and putting myself in the same situation over and over again because I wasn't, the universe really had to take me down a notch. That's why I won't let anybody else. The universe is my sugar daddy, right? The universe can teach me a lesson, but nobody else. I don't need to learn lessons from anybody else, right? And this is someone who's starting to learn, someone who's getting like stepping into their autonomy. So somebody's like really starting to embrace their let me get their sovereignty, right? Like, it's just this self, yeah, with the freaking, oh my gosh, and look at this eye contact with the tiger in the eye. We've got 2 cards from the penultimate, well, this is the penultimate card of this deck. It's on the cover. This is dragon. This is like 0 form, like someone's psychic awareness, but also like they have the ability, it's very interesting that someone is psychically, like, maybe they've been doing this unconsciously. They don't know that they've been psychically protecting themselves for years, forever. This tigress, I'm getting with this black egg or whatever. It's like this, someone's just cracked open. Someone's psychic abilities have just simply cracked open. Yeah, take that as confirmation. Like, this is what's the so what's the gossip? Someone's not putting their energy into other people. Yeah, what's the gossip? Because I'm just like, I'm getting this reverence. Yeah, no, the fairies wanted to be. I'm getting this reverence, but also people wanting to disturb your peace. So good. Oh, yeah. Look, it's on the split here, buddy. Someone's about to speak their energy. Some people want to speak to you with this like blank slate in reverse. Like, no, there aren't any. No, you don't get a second chance. You screwed up the first time, right? Why would you screw up with a good person? Why would you screw it up? Why would you be an asshole? Why would you, all these things? People are like, oh, I wish I knew who you were, or like they'd know you better before they like screw you over. And it's like, why wouldn't you have done that in the first place? I'm not an asshole. Why would you just treat somebody that was like really lovely and really wonderful to you like a piece of trash, right? Like, and then then you leave. Yeah, I'm like, woo, pile number 4. And then you leave their life, and then they realize how good of a person you were. Yeah, I'm getting like FOMO here, and you have no, what is that, a fear of missing out? Like, but really, again, I'm gonna, Pile number 2 energy, like, it really has nothing to do with like you. Yeah, you're interesting, but they think they're more interesting than you. They just feel like they see you as a stepping stone. I'm getting like clout chasing. Pile number 4, what's the gossip on you? Because there's a lot of inner stuff going on. Yeah, the sage. I am who I say I am. Like, people are real. Yeah, someone is stepping in to their energy, whatever this next, like, you might just be a newbie, you might have they might have been latent gifts, it could be you've been kind of hiding them from people, but you are out and about. Like, there's this, I'm getting symmetry to you, this balance. People never realize how balanced you were and how like much you use. Yeah, I'm getting so much off of this card, like how much you've used your intuition. Yeah, I think people are really starting to, like, it's like you have alchemized and you have integrated, and people are starting to realize how much you are, like, who you are. That's the gossip. Black egg mystery. What are they realizing? How protected you are, but this third eye, like, you are the dragon. You just don't let everybody know. I mean, I think you let people know. I think you're out of the closet. I definitely am talking to an intuitive here that's like out of the closet. Like, this isn't some like closet tarot warrior here. Like, you're like earning and living, or like you're out, or people know, but people didn't know, right? They couldn't comprehend. And it's hard to, it's like, oh well, I smell colors. Like, how do you, stuff like that. So what's the gossip on my pile? I'm like, oh, I'm so in your inner. It's so you're so nonplussed, so relaxed, so just like, yeah, and then and now, and then and then and then. How about? I can't believe this card game. What is that song? And how about them apples? And then we have the fairy godmother with the apple. How about these nuts? How about them apples? I'm getting all these like references to like, how do you like me now, bitch? Oh, I'm getting. Oh, that might come up. The Tricks Bunny, the cereal. That's channeling for somebody. I just sent somebody a gift today with like the little like whatever everybody. But I'm getting the Tricks Bunny. I don't know, somebody that'll mean something for somebody. Oh, with the dark lady. Oh my god, it's hot. Look at this. Someone who's balanced, someone who's blessed, someone, the sage. Let's just look at these cards, folks. Come on, come on, come on. For all of my fans out there, this is Brian Froud, the author or illustrator of the Dark Crystal. These are his fairy cards. They are in very, very poor taste as far as their quality, but my gosh, the characters, everything, this deck, you really want to do like character assessments, it's amazing once you learn it. But yeah, do you see these two? The dark lady. I'm like, can you? I'm like, I can't even take these cards away. They want to, and then we have the fairy godmother with the apple, with the 2 apples. Oh my gosh. You have, what's the gossip? You have options. You are magical. You are scary. You're not afraid to defend yourself. Other people, like, people can't be the pook with you. Yeah, it's like, oh, they don't. People want to disturb your. I can't even get over it. People just want to do it to do it. It's like, I feel like I'm like talking to only children, or maybe like the youngest, or something that just like wants to. It's like somebody wants to poke the bear with you, and they will not. They will not get you out of character. Pardon. They're like, they will not. They will not get me out of character. I will not succumb to their ploys or whatever it is. Like, you were just on point. Do we even get tarot? We want a little more. Yeah, the fairies are like, we are on it. Can you tell me more? What's the feline? Do you know or do you not? Do you know if they're being sneaky or when they're being sneaky? People are, oh, they feel like they're giving you the litmus test with whatever. Yeah, they're not talking. They're trying to, like, yeah, people are trying to get a reaction. People, okay, now I'm starting it. People are trying to see how. See, but what people don't realize with an actual intuitive, it's like you can think thoughts, you can think like shitty thoughts of me and think like you're trying to whatever, but it's your feelings that I like. It's just, it's so, the word keeps coming up. It's so pedestrian. Oh, there's the gnome. Oh, that gnome. He just came out with the three of pixies out. How do I figure this out? How do I get around the bound? Here's the thing is the people that are most bothered by your boundaries are the people that you need to have the boundaries with the most. Let's say that again. The people that are most bothered by your boundaries are the people that you need to have boundaries against the most. Oh, that gnome. How do I figure out how to disturb their peace? They don't want to party with me. They don't want to hang out with me. They don't want to do the things that they used to do. They don't want to talk as much on the phone. They don't want me to suck their energy as much as I have been, and I'm upset about it. Period. Point blank. The meekle and the muckle, no longer. You're like, you have been taking advantage of me. I gave you several times to remediate. I don't think that's a word, or remedy the situation. I let you know, and you decided, and so like you have decided, you just match people's energy. Yeah, initiation. People are afraid. That's the thing people don't realize about you is that you're not afraid to initiate change, and you're fine with change, and they are not. And that, take it as confirmation, is a tool in your toolbox. Fortunately, you might be the only person that this person might have come up that's like you, but you're the 78th person that has felt this way when they first meet me, and then felt this way about 3 weeks later, and then felt this way about a month later, and then felt this way about 3 months later, right? Like, I know it sounds like old hat, but it's, when you go into restaurants and you go into hundreds of restaurants and it's like the same, you see the same bartender, that's the same attitude, just different meat packaging, right? They look different, but it's the same attitude, right? I'm always this way. This is the way I was like, okay, well, then I know you're not up for promotion. Have fun with that. You're going to be a waiter the rest of your life. Savage pile number 5. I am in your energy. Here we go, and it's good because I gotta pee. Yeah. You see how up front I'm like, even the girls got all like, I'm all up in your energy. I like it. Pile number 5, High Priestess, High Priest pile. Whether you feel like it or not, if you feel called to watch it, then you probably are. Or if you're just curious, then there's a message in here for you. If you get 30%, like, whoa, that hit 30%, you're doing really good with it. If you get 50%, you should probably subscribe to that reader. If you get 70%, you should get a reading from them of accuracy. And it could be from 3 years ago. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking at High Priestesses and High Priest, like, little babies. I see little baby lambs. There's my black preacher. My guy had the gospel singer in pile number 1, and now I'm like, oh, I'm getting so. Oh, the kiddos. I do. I'm getting a goat. I'm getting like baby goats. It's so funny. Heart of the sky. Oh, no, baby goats with the heart of the sky in the reverse. Oh, you know what I'm getting from this? Like hot point. Whoa, that came in really fast. People are angry that you aren't sharing your gifts with them. You might have been the person that was like, do I know how to really read tarot? I'm going to read tarot for everybody. Everybody gets a reading. You were like Oprah, right? With your gifts or your tarot, your mediumship, whatever. I'm just getting specifically cards. And now you're like, pardon me. Oh my, all this. Yeah, you're releasing a lot. Poverty. I'm not gonna let you. Yeah, no, I know what my worth is. You can't have it for free. Sweet, sweet Virgo juice. There it is. The serpent. Yeah, oh, I was gonna say it's not like I'm not getting actual. I get serpent in reverse. It's like I will not enmesh myself with you. I will not hang on to what's. Oh, did we even? We didn't even get an energy check. Well, it's the high priestess, so you know. Yeah, there's this energy. What's on the bottom? Many paths. I have. Oh, ooh, ladies and gents and ladies. I have many options. This is a separate. This I'm like now we've just kind of skirted off to another energy here. There's a group of you here. It's not that you're not like it's like you're not giving your. It's not just you're not like giving you. You don't get the. Yeah, no. I think it's like one full group. I think the whole of you are just you're pulling back your intuitive gifts and you're not giving it to everybody. I feel like you did before to try and prove yourself. Okay, no, there it is. Hello, High Priestess group. You're not just newbie fledglings. You're the ones that like, oh, I know I'm intuitive. I know what I bring to the table. And if you're not willing to see that or acknowledge it, it's not like you don't have to believe in it. But if you don't value it, I'll take it somewhere else. I'm not going to get enmeshed with you. Someone else will appreciate my gifts because they're awesome and I believe in them now and I'm willing to take them out. Yeah, like someone's coming out of the. I don't want to tap into this because it's very personal. It just really sucks, right? When you feel like someone is on your side and they just. The only way they want to see you succeed is if they're with you, you know? So many paths, they want to keep you close because they realize that you have many paths, but maybe you did the entire time. I think there's some, you've got some people around you that just never really bothered to go like scratch the surface with you and see like how deep of a person or of an empath you are. Also, I'm getting some very like just like tip of the toppy like narcissistic kind of. They're so sensitive. You're like, and that's why I can feel your hate for me, like from day one. But let's see how this plays out. Lightning. People are having epiphanies about you. Pile number 5. Coming in like lightning. It's like you can't ignore lightning, right? Coming in hot in their real world. Real world. Like some people might have like gotten some instant karma with lightning and middle world because this is all about finance. This is the 3D. Yeah, take those confirmation. Someone might have. That's not real English or grammar. Several people may have like gone against you like in a very like you might be in a very well not might be if you're my HP collective you are in a very divinely guided like timeline. Yeah, I'm getting a like the bridge, like some Indiana Jones action. Like you might have feel like you've been like funneled into a certain area or a certain industry or something in the past couple of years, especially depending on your astrology. But here with the lightning in the middle world, I think that people are you have worked through your karma. I'm not even questioning that with the readings that I've been getting. And it's the first year that I've done this, that I've been able to achieve this, that I finally learned that like all last year, I had to be a good girl in order to not like get, what in the, what, like, right. I'm not an angel because it's out of necessity and like what I do. And like, I had to get spanked into it. Right. But like, this is, people think against you. Oh, there's that pile on that ancestral karma, whatever. And they get instant karma. And I think people are starting to realize, I think it's starting to happen real fast for people. I think people are getting the memo that what they do, what they think, what they intend for you whips back, and it takes it out of their pocket, out of their health, out of their family, out of their situation, out of their whatever. They're your ancestors. Woo! Woo! With the owl on the bottom. Yeah, I'm like, your ancestors do not play. They're always being watched. This is the thing, is people are like, oh, they're around you and they may do I'm getting that breathing exercises. Like, they're not going to tell that how I feel about them or whatever. Like, they're trying to hide. Like, these are the people that are like, ooh, I'm smarter than the psychic. It's not even a matter of smarter. It's like, well, if you're that, you could be making money off of these skills too, but you're so intent on. But anyways, but people don't realize, they may, oh, she talks to 14 people in her head. She talks to the voices and the dead and this, that, and the other. But do you not know that I have 14 people, like mob bosses? Basically, my own entourage of mob bosses that are in the spirit world, so they can walk through walls and cross streets and towns and cities and all this other stuff. So when my name comes up in your mouth, or your thoughts of what you're going to try and do to me, they're right there on it, right? It's like you're like Batman spotlighting yourself. Let me just explain how this works to you, so you can try and figure it out a little harder, think a little less maybe about this, because you're thinking so hard on how to try and cloak yourself from my ancestors. So you need to think a little harder, maybe go contact your ancestors, figure out what's going on with you, and then maybe you wouldn't be so much of an energetic threat that I have to be having this. Yeah, no. High Priestess has clocked everybody. This is go see the landmine energy. This isn't just one person. Hello, cross watchers. If you don't know that word, it's the people that are watching for the other people, right? So you're like, I'm dating Leo and I'm a Virgo, so I'm going to go look at the Leo reading to see what's going on. You're the cross watcher. So welcome to the reading. Welcome to your pick a card. Welcome to your do you fully understand? I see you coming. You have an opportunity to fix this. Hello, I'm like this. This is divine. I just had this reading, and she's like, when when an angel's in the room, it's complete peace. And then the reading cut off, as it did the Wi-Fi. Shocker. You are your own hotspot, High Priestess. Wherever you go, you shine. And wherever you step out of, wherever you leave, echoes. Hot dogs down the hallway. Kind of funny. Kind of off color, but kind of appropriate. Gossip on you, High Priestess. Nothing gets past you. And if it gets past you, if you're asleep, nothing gets past your entourage, your spirit team, your angels, your force field, High Priest and High Priestess. Trust yourself. Your gut is everything. It is right. And if you feel like you need to feel like you need to question it, then you don't question it on life. I feel like these are people that are like, if you let this person in your life, like it's the next 10 years, these are really big karmic lessons that are going through, and you need to trust what you feel and what your body, what you see, not what people say to you, not what people feel you're going to do to them, or how you do. You are the High Priestess, owls. Okay? All right. We're done here. Deuces.